New York City, a metropolis of shimmering lights, towering skyscrapers, and a vibrant energy that pulses through its veins. Millions flock to its bustling streets, chasing dreams and seeking adventure amidst its iconic landmarks. But beneath this dazzling facade, a darker history whispers. A hidden tapestry woven from secrets, shadows, and forgotten stories. Look closer, and you'll find remnants of a city that once thrived in the shadows. This is where we venture, into the forgotten corners, the hushed whispers of the past, and the mysteries that linger beneath the surface. Are you ready to face the darkness that lurks beneath the city that never sleeps? Please like, subscribe, and comment for more. Our exploration begins in the early days of New York, when the city was a fledgling colony on the edge of a vast wilderness. Even then, shadows danced in the flickering gaslight, and whispers of clandestine deals and unspeakable acts slipped into the night. Walk with me down cobblestone streets, now paved over and forgotten. Imagine the clatter of horse-drawn carriages, the stench of the harbor, and the ever-present threat of violence lurking in the shadows. These are the tales New York doesn't want you to know, the whispers of a past it would rather forget. Join me as we descend into the depths of New York City's hidden history. We'll navigate the labyrinthine corridors of its past, unearthing the secrets buried beneath layers of time and progress. Our journey will take us from the city's founding to its modern-day incarnation, revealing the dark undercurrents that have shaped its destiny. This is your invitation to step off the well-trodden tourist path and discover the true face of New York City. Prepare to be captivated, chilled, and forever changed by the unveiling of New York's hidden shadows. Our journey begins in the 18th century. New York, still a young city, teemed with the promise of opportunity. But this burgeoning metropolis, built on the backs of slaves and immigrants, hid a darker truth beneath its cobblestone streets and burgeoning skyline. The air, thick with the scent of the harbor and the stench of open sewers, carried whispers of illegal trade, gambling dens, and brothels operating under the noses of corrupt officials. In this volatile environment where fortunes were made and lost in the blink of an eye, a different breed of New Yorker emerged. They were the criminals, the outcasts, and the forgotten souls who found solace and opportunity in the city's underbelly. They were the first whispers of a legacy that would forever stain the city's soul. As New York City grew, so too did its underbelly. Nowhere was this more evident than in the notorious Five Points neighborhood. A breeding ground for poverty, disease, and vice, the Five Points was a labyrinth of overcrowded tenements and dimly lit alleyways where the city's most desperate souls converged. Out of this melting pot of despair and lawlessness rose powerful gangs, their influence reaching far beyond the Five Points' fetid borders. The Bowery Boys, known for their flamboyant attire and brutal tactics, clashed with rival gangs like the Dead Rabbits and the Roach Guards for control of territory and illicit enterprises. These gang wars weren't confined to the shadows. They spilled out onto the streets, leaving a trail of blood and fear in their wake. The Five Points became a symbol of the city's dark side, a stark reminder that even in the midst of progress, shadows held sway. While the Five Points festered in the shadows, a different kind of darkness thrived in the opulent mansions of New York's elite. Behind the facade of wealth and refinement, a hidden world of secrets, scandals, and betrayals flourished in the parlors of the Gilded Age. Fortunes built on the backs of the poor and the exploitation of the vulnerable fueled a culture of extravagance and moral decay. The newspapers, eager to expose the hypocrisy of the upper class, chronicled every scandal with a mix of fascination and disgust. But for every scandal that came to light, countless others were buried under a mountain of money and influence. Their actions, hidden behind a veil of philanthropy and respectability, revealed the corrupt underbelly of the Gilded Age. By the mid-19th century, the city's burgeoning criminal element demanded a dedicated home. The Tombs, a looming granite fortress in Lower Manhattan, became synonymous with fear and despair. This infamous prison, with its dank cells and brutal conditions, housed the city's most notorious criminals, from petty thieves to cold-blooded killers. Within the Tombs' cold, unforgiving walls, stories of human misery and resilience unfolded daily. Corruption was rife, and the line between guards and inmates often blurred, with bribes and favors traded under the cover of darkness. The Tombs became a microcosm of the city's underbelly, a place where the worst of humanity was on full display. The dawn of the 20th century brought with it a new era of darkness, cloaked in the guise of virtue. Prohibition, intended to curb the evils of alcohol, instead unleashed a torrent of unintended consequences, pushing the city's underbelly into a period of unprecedented growth and violence. New York City, once a cauldron of vice, transformed into a battleground where gangsters and bootleggers waged war for control of the lucrative illicit liquor trade. The demand for alcohol, now deemed forbidden fruit, created a black market more profitable and dangerous than anyone could have imagined. The city, once a beacon of progress and enlightenment, had become a haven for lawbreakers, its soul stained by the hypocrisy of a law that few respected and even fewer obeyed. As darkness descended upon the city, so too did a new breed of establishment, the speakeasy. Hidden behind unmarked doors and disguised as innocuous businesses, these clandestine bars became the social hubs of the Prohibition era. Within their dimly lit interiors, a curious mix of socialites, gangsters, and everyday citizens gathered to indulge in the forbidden pleasures of jazz, liquor, and illicit romance. The air, thick with the scent of perfume, cigar smoke, and bootleg gin, crackled with an energy that was both exhilarating and dangerous. But behind the facade of glamour and excitement, danger lurked. Amidst the lawlessness and violence of Prohibition, a new sound emerged from the shadows, the seductive rhythm of jazz. Born in the heart of New York City, jazz became the anthem of the Roaring Twenties, its infectious energy and improvisational spirit capturing the essence of the era. Jazz clubs, often located in the heart of the city's most notorious neighborhoods, became havens for those seeking escape from the drudgery of everyday life and the constraints of a society grappling with change. Jazz transcended social barriers, uniting people from all walks of life in a shared love of music and a yearning for something more. But even in the heart of the jazz scene, shadows lingered. As the Roaring Twenties drew to a close, so too did the reign of Prohibition. The noble experiment had failed, leaving in its wake a city scarred by violence and corruption. The gangs that had flourished during this era, now flush with cash and power, embedded themselves deeper into the fabric of New York, their influence extending far beyond the world of bootlegging. Yet, even in the face of this darkness, the spirit of New York endured. The scars of Prohibition, like the ghosts of gangsters and the echoes of jazz, would forever be etched into the city's soul. The modern cityscape pulses with a relentless energy, a symphony of noise and light that never sleeps. Yet hidden beneath this frenetic facade, another New York exists. A subterranean world of forgotten tunnels, abandoned stations, and hidden waterways, each holding secrets whispered from the city's past. These spaces, untouched by the relentless march of progress, offer a glimpse into a forgotten New York, where the echoes of bygone eras linger in the darkness. Venturing into these forgotten realms is like stepping back in time. The air is thick with the scent of dust and decay, the silence broken only by the drip of water and the distant rumble of the city above. It's a reminder that beneath the glossy veneer of modernity, New York is a city built by the hands of countless forgotten souls, their stories waiting to be unearthed by those willing to listen. The New York City subway system, a labyrinth of tunnels and tracks, is the city's lifeblood, carrying millions of passengers each day. But hidden beneath the bustling platforms and screeching trains lie the ghosts of stations past. These abandoned stations, once teeming with life, now stand frozen in time, their platforms silent, their ticket booths empty. In the stillness of these forgotten spaces, one can almost hear the echoes of footsteps hurrying to work, the laughter of children on their way to Coney Island, the murmur of conversations long faded. These abandoned stations offer a haunting glimpse into a forgotten New York, where the rhythm of the city beats to a different drum. Section 3. The Lifeblood Secrets, Whispers in the Water. New York City's waterways, once bustling with commerce and industry, now flow with a quieter energy. Yet beneath the surface of the East River, the Hudson and the harbor's murky depths, lie secrets whispered from the city's past. Sunken ships, their hulls encrusted with barnacles and their masts home to schools of fish, tell tales of maritime disasters, of fortunes lost and lives claimed by the unforgiving sea. These underwater graveyards are a testament to the city's long and storied relationship with the water, a relationship that has shaped its destiny from its earliest days. They are a reminder that for all its modernity, New York remains a city at the mercy of the elements, its fate inextricably linked to the ebb and flow of the tide. Legend has it that fortunes in gold and jewels lie scattered amongst these wrecks, lost treasures waiting to be salvaged by intrepid explorers. But more than just material wealth, these watery graves hold stories of courage, loss, and the enduring power of the sea. They are a reminder that the city's history is not just written on land, but also etched into the very fabric of the waterways that surround it. Section 4. Guardians of the Unknown, What Lies Beneath. Throughout the city, hidden in plain sight, are the guardians of New York's underground secrets. From the subway workers who navigate the tunnels beneath our feet to the urban explorers who venture into the city's forgotten spaces, these individuals hold a unique perspective on the city's hidden history. They are the keepers of a secret knowledge, passed down through generations of whispered stories and first-hand encounters with the city's subterranean realm. Some are drawn by a thirst for adventure, a desire to map the uncharted territories that lie beneath the city's skin. Others are captivated by the history, eager to piece together the fragments of the past that linger in these forgotten spaces. These modern-day explorers, armed with flashlights, cameras, and a healthy dose of curiosity, are slowly uncovering the secrets that lie beneath the city's surface. Their discoveries, often documented in online forums and independent publications, challenge our understanding of New York's past and offer a glimpse into a world that few ever get to see. Section 1. City of Contradictions, New York City, a place of dazzling brilliance and impenetrable darkness. We've journeyed through its hidden passages, brushed against the ghosts of its past, and unearthed the secrets buried beneath its modern facade. From the horrors of the 5 Points to the clandestine revelry of speakeasies, we've seen how darkness and light have always coexisted in this city, shaping its character and fueling its relentless evolution. The city's duality is perhaps its most defining feature. It's a place where the pursuit of dreams and the underbelly of vice have always intertwined, where unimaginable wealth casts a shadow over grinding poverty, and where the echoes of both triumph and despair linger in the very stones of its buildings. This inherent contradiction is not a weakness, but the source of New York City's enduring allure. It is a city that never shies away from its complexities, embracing both its light and its shadow with equal fervor. And it is in this embrace, in the constant tension between aspiration and transgression, that the true essence of New York City can be found. Pause 5S. Section 3. The Modern-Day Shadows. Even today, New York City is a labyrinth of secrets and shadows. While the skyline gleams with modernity, hidden corners of the city still whisper tales of the dark and the unknown. The alleys, where the light barely penetrates, conceal stories that the bustling streets above would rather forget. From the clandestine dealings in dimly lit basements to the covert operations that unfold behind the facade of legitimate businesses, the city's underbelly remains as active as ever. Modern New York, with all its advancements, still harbors a dark side where shadows linger and secrets are exchanged in the dead of night. In the hidden corners of the city, whispers of the past merge with the present, creating a tapestry of untold stories. These are the places where the ghosts of old New York still roam, and where the legacy of the city's darker history continues to shape its present. Join us as we venture into the modern-day shadows of New York City, uncovering the tales that remain untold and exploring the hidden aspects of a city that never sleeps. Section 2. The Allure of the Unknown. What is it about these hidden histories, these whispers from the shadows, that continues to captivate us? Perhaps it's the realization that beneath the veneer of modernity, another city exists. A city of secrets and stories where the past is never truly gone, but merely hidden, waiting to be rediscovered. The human psyche is drawn to the unknown, to the spaces between the lines where imagination can take root and flourish. In a city as layered and complex as New York, those spaces are endless, offering a constant source of fascination for those willing to delve beneath the surface. Each unearthed story, each glimpse into the city's hidden heart, adds another layer to our understanding of New York. It reminds us that history is not a static thing, confined to textbooks and museums, but a living, breathing entity that continues to shape the present. Section 3. Ghosts in the Machine. As we navigate the city's bustling streets, it's impossible not to feel the weight of its past pressing in on us. The ghosts of gangsters linger in the doorways of former speakeasies. The echoes of jazz still reverberate in the walls of forgotten clubs, and the spirits of those who toiled in the shadows continue to haunt the city's underbelly. These ghosts are not figments of our imagination, but reminders of the indelible mark that history leaves on a place. They are the echoes of lives lived and lost, of dreams realized and shattered, and of the enduring power of the human spirit to persevere even in the face of darkness. To truly know New York City, one must embrace its ghosts. To listen to their whispers, to learn from their stories, and to acknowledge the profound ways in which they continue to shape the city's present and future. Section 4. The Enduring Enigma. New York City will always be a city of contradictions, a place where darkness and light dance in a perpetual tango. Its secrets, like the city itself, are constantly evolving, revealing themselves to those who know where to look. As long as there are shadows to explore and stories to be told, the allure of New York's hidden history will endure. It is a city that defies easy categorization, forever reinventing itself while remaining tethered to its past. And so, we are left with a sense of wonder, a thirst for more. The journey into New York City's hidden shadows never truly ends. It is a journey that each of us must take for ourselves, guided by our own curiosity and our own willingness to embrace the city's enduring enigma. Section 5. A final toast to the shadows. As we raise a glass to this enigmatic city, let us not forget the lessons learned in its shadowy corners. Let us remember the resilience of those who came before us, who navigated these same streets with hope in their hearts and dreams in their eyes. Let us celebrate the city's enduring ability to surprise, to challenge, and to captivate. And let us never take for granted the hidden stories, the forgotten histories, and the enduring mysteries that make New York City the most captivating, the most exhilarating, and the most unforgettable city in the world. If you enjoyed this journey through New York's hidden shadows, please like, subscribe, and comment for more.